I'm neither
Charles
or Carlos.
I am nor Take two.
Fucked it up.
You fucked it up, me.
Hey, welcome to Onioncast.
we were trying to do a thing, but we fucked it up. Cause I keep fucking up their names, and I keep calling one Carlos and the other one Charles, and I just decided to call them Charlos, and we decided that was their fusion name. And we were like, oh, they're gonna do, I want them to talk at the same time. And they fucked it up.
Is that my fault?
We're gonna erase it now. I'm gonna draw on the
Like,
board.
to make that also work, you need to be speaking at the same volume.
Exactly, yeah.
That was just...
That was bad.
Hey, listen.
I need to stop everything. I just saw something on Twitter.
What'd you see on Twitter?
There's a flyer at a school for a regular show role play club.
Are you still recording?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, so like regular show, like
As in like Rigby.
Yes, Rigby
Yes.
and
Mordecai.
The only
And-
reason why I was confused is because you said the words, I need to stop everything.
Oh.
wow.
And held in the library at 2:50 a.m.
Why?
In the morning at the library at a public
Yeah.
school? Is it even going to be open?
Yes. For the regular show role-playing club, it will be.
What does that look like?
Inquire Russell for more details. Muscleman and Skips are already taken. Please be Mordecai. We need a Mordecai.
Please be Mordecai. We need a Mordecai.
Just be Mordecai and just like read the
No one's asking for Rigby?
It's probably
I
already
assume
written.
Rigby wrote it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's...
Wait, there's no pops?
No, they have everyone.
Okay.
They just need a Mordecai.
They're just
Okay.
because
Yeah.
Skips
Cause no
and
one's like
Muscle
Mordecai.
Man are like the second most famous.
Yeah.
No one likes Mordecai.
I like Mordecai.
I don't
Mordecai.
like Mordecai.
Why?
Everything
I
he's
can relate
doing
to
is like
Mordecai.
selfish and bad.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be relatable for people in our age group.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
JT Quintel voiced Mordecai.
And he's only a few years older than us, right?
I think he's like 25 or 26.
Yeah.
Do you think the 2:50 a.m. was either a typo or a reference to the thing the animator did?
Oh,
Both.
at whatever the fuck it. Yeah,
But
probably
it was like 2, wasn't it like 2 in the a.m.
Yeah,
p.m.?
yeah, it was
2 in the AM PM. That's what it was called. They could have easily just said 2:50 PM or 2 PM.
Or not do it at all.
Yeah, we're not doing it at all.
Yeah.
That would actually be the best.
The best option? Yeah.
Yeah.
No one needs a regular show roleplay club.
What does it even
It
look
says
like?
you.
There also, like, on that poster, there was no like school approval.
Like none whatsoever?
Yeah, it just said at the very bottom, "Please do not remove poster," but it was just a piece of copy paper
Quiet
with that
now.
printed on it.
Jesus.
No one's looking.
So, we're done talking about the roleplay club, or are
Yeah.
we not done talking about the roleplay
I'm
club?
pretty much done. With
I'm done.
I'm done.
So what else are we talking about
I hate
today?
Richter in
Wow.
Smash. I really hate him now.
Oh, is
You hate Brett plays. as
yeah,
Richter and
he
kicks
played
your
good.
ass.
Don't get me wrong. You're great and all. I don't like his accent.
Don't get me wrong, you're great, but I fucking hate you.
I hate his accents.
Carlos, I'm a worse player than you, and I'm able to dodge that like most of the time.
I can
Yeah.
dodge it most of the time, but when
Even when he like puts a cross in the mix, I'm kind of like ready to kind of go
Cross
like,
in the
fuck,
mix.
he's gonna like do
Well, those
long
were
range
fine.
shit.
I managed to dodge them a few times too. I didn't expect to run into it.
is there a way to stop those axes from mid-flight, or
You
is
shoot another
You
projectile.
either
at it.
dodge it, or like if you're on the ground,
Hit
you
it.
block it. Or yeah,
Okay.
hit it.
You can hit it in midair. I did that a couple times.
Cool.
You did that to his
I
cross
want a rematch.
I did?
Right now, let's
No,
do it
Let's do it.
on the podcast.
on the podcast with no visuals.
Just hang on.
You just hear
That's
noises.
what people love.
People love us, Charles.
You just hear this. You just hear
okay.
that.
You say so.
Yeah, that's
We're not
kind-
playing Melee. It won't be like that.
That's kind of your opinion.
I was about to get really sad.
Wow.
I had to stop myself.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It happens.
All right. Okay.
We all did a boot camp for Smash Bros. Or started. It wasn't even that. We were just
Yeah, we
fucking
were just
around.
fucking around.
Yeah,
And
we
at
were
one
just messing around
point,
with
at one
Smash.
point, Brett yelled instructions at me
It was a warm up.
when I was playing Sheik, and like Carlos and I were the only ones remaining, and he was fucking Pikachu.
Oh yeah, I was
I
Pikachu.
wasn't yelling at you.
I know, but you were like, I didn't know. I wasn't ready for education, and you just started giving me instructions.
I wasn't ready to be educated.
And I was just like,
Brett
shit.
fuck.
God
Brett, you
damn
just
it.
put on a military hat and everything, but it has like the Smash logo on it.
I actually still might have pieces of my ROTC uniform.
Down B, no.
That's a scary thought.
Brett in ROTC.
It's like all dust in the closet.
No, don't do it again. I know what you were doing.
No, we had to give back the actual clothing parts, but I
Oh.
think we kept my hat and the pens.
That would be pretty nice. Put like a little
Yeah,
Smash
you
Bros.
can
patch
keep
on
like
there.
a shirt.
No.
Oh, that's weird. But yeah, I panic when I play fighting games.
Yeah.
Panic a lot.
That's just something we're gonna have to train out of you.
To defend
The fucking thing with Ike, though, I swear I hit A.
Yeah.
But clearly I hit B,
You hit B, yeah.
and I zoomed off the stage.
Right.
defense mechanism.
Like we're talking about this with no context.
I know. It's
Well,
fine.
we don't really need context.
It was like one person left, and then like I fucking hit B forward or whatever the fuck,
yeah, forward B.
and then I shot, because that's what you do to save Ike if he's like above the platform and falling, but you know you're not immediately gonna reach it, so you fucking B forward onto the platform.
Yeah.
And I thought I was hitting A forward to do a smash attack, but I fucking hit B forward, and I think you jumped at the last second, and I fucking went under you and flew off the stage.
No, you're above me. If you were on the stage, you would have stepped off the ledge.
Oh,
You were in there.
I think you ducked then, because you did move.
Either I probably dodge rolled.
Yeah.
What's up?
River's surprisingly good at Smash. At
Yeah.
least I've seen.
Yeah, you were actually really good at Smash.
Look, again, like the story goes, my cousins played it a lot, and they didn't do the items thing, and I always played it with items, always.
You fucking casual.
Yeah, I was always casual.
You too.
It's fine.
Because
fine.
I just don't like items because there's some really fucking broken ones that are just like, hey, if you don't know how to deal with this, you're just dead. Like one is the gust bellows, which
Yeah.
just spews out air, and that pushes you off stage.
I just take that off and I just put in the baseball bat, the laser sword, the
Tomato.
gun, the other gun,
All the guns.
gun,
guns.
that one gun, and that gun.
and the hammer,
Oh, guns and
and then
hammers.
the smash ball.
There are a couple of like, there's the Galaga item and the beetle that just grab you, and the way you're supposed to get out of that, it's like getting out of a grab, but it's insanely difficult because you
Yeah.
almost have, because it feels like whenever I do it, it feels like I'm gonna break my controller trying to get out of it.
And I always just put the assist trophies because I always like to see who I get.
I choose you, Pikachu. Wait.
I'm gonna mention this is the second time we're talking about Smash Bros on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think in a row.
Well, last week, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Last week it came out, so.
No, this is just like the day 2. Day 5. We're still playing Smash.
Like, it's crazy to me, like, how much Smash has changed from when I played it, and when I played Robin for the first time, it was weird, but I actually like how his moveset is and everything. And my cousin's always like, why are you picking Robin, you fucking weeb? And I'm like, okay.
We, all the characters are from Japanese video games.
Yeah. Your cousin just sounds like an asshole.
No, it's like good terms.
Yeah, he says it to him too.
Fucking weird.
You stop beating him.
Yeah,
Even
but,
though I'm the one with the anime ass art stuff.
You have fun here.
yeah, but the one guy that always plays Kirby, I always hate him because he always gets me the last second with fucking Kirby.
I might do that next time.
Does he suicide jump you?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the one right there.
I never do that.
They changed that though.
Yeah,
Now if he does it, he also loses a stock.
yeah.
Doesn't he lose it first?
With Kirby?
Yeah.
No, Kirby's suicide is when he sucks you into his mouth.
And then he jumped. That's what I told.
You
that's
just
what I
spit
said
out the
River was
opponent and
doing.
jump up.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's a safe way to do it.
No, it was not the cell grab. It was the one where you grab.
Oh, the back throw.
And that one.
Um,
that was the one.
You mean like DK?
I
or
know
just-
in Melee you can get out of that like just by hitting Z because Kirby's fucking.
I tried to get out of that. I couldn't.
He's weak sauce.
You use
Hey.
mash and wiggle like a
I
motherfucker.
did. Kirby's
You
not
mash and wiggle faster.
I did. And he does it quickly. And I'm like, what the hell?
He's hacking.
Then just whenever you know that's gonna happen, don't get near him. And
That's what I
zone
try
him
not to
out.
do. That's why-
River, you're just hopeless then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we're literally giving you every reason why you would get out of it, and you're just like, no, I did that, I did that, I did that. So then he's just a better player.
Yeah, if you know it's coming and you.
I
still,
know it's coming, but it's like I'm trying to get him out, and I'm like, and I tell myself, back away, get away from his grab, back away, use range attacks.
Down B.
I guess it also depends who you're playing as.
Yeah.
Because if you have shitty range attacks, then that wouldn't work.
Pikachu.
Or also just be in the air a lot. An opponent can't grab you if you're in the air.
That too.
Can't beat-
If he's in the air, I'm like, okay.
Can't beat what you can't catch.
Yeah.
He's in the air. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can get more hits out of him.
No, you go in the air.
Yeah.
I think it's more important just to find, like, instead of just trying to hit the back on the wing down, just try to get away from them, then get back down.
Yeah.
'Cause I know every time I try to do that, like, as when I was playing Pikachu against Victor, you always find a way to throw projectiles to get me away, or just flip me back in the air, and I always try to get back at you instead of going towards the ground. I should be going to the platform instead. That was the Halberd stage, if I remember.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I know.
Weren't you the one who picked that stage?
Huh?
No, I said as long as it can be our last round, as long as you pick Halberd.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was kind of his stage.
It was a team effort.
It was his fault.
I killed myself.
You're the blame for
I was
this.
like, I'm
Didn't
done.
you just quit?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done.
You
Nah,
wait
nah.
until your
It's
last
like
stock, and then
twice.
you decided to play again.
Yep.
He likes the difficulty of the edge.
He likes to edge himself?
Yeah. Like, if I have one stock, I have nothing else
Guys,
to lose.
River was taking pity on us.
Oh.
He was like, these
Sorry.
fools, these foolish men.
Every time he launches a projectile, he just say sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for this.
Sorry.
Sorry for that.
So, what do you have to add, Mr. Crime
Not
Man?
much.
You have
Why'd
nothing
you call
want
him
to talk
crying, man?
Crime.
Oh.
Crime? Oh, yeah.
about. You have nothing you want to talk about.
How is Stellaris going? Or Stellaris?
Pretty good.
I thought that was just going to be the end of it. Just pretty good.
How's Stellaris going? It's aight.
The new Liquid update is pretty fun. They changed the way planets work, like, drastically, and it was weird for the first couple of hours, but I figured it out. So it's actually not that different. Instead of having buildings for resource production, you have different districts. And see, this is why I don't want to talk about Stellaris, because I'm the only one who has anything to add.
Don't worry, I've heard of it.
I heard of it.
And then the buildings turn the resources into other stuff, into more advanced resources. So, like, if you had chemical, what the fuck is it called? Hold on.
X.
From Powerpuff Girls.
If you had
Sugar.
chemical plants, you could turn minerals into volatile motes, which you need for explosive weapons.
Are you doing okay? I forgot the word for plants.
Well, no, I didn't know if it was called a chemical plant or something else.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
fucking sci-fi game, so it couldn't. Chemical manufactory or whatever the fuck, you know how sci-fi
Chemical
games go.
manufactorum. You know, what kind of stupid series use the word manufactorum?
I know it's coming
I would
out.
pinch your armpit.
Pinch my armpit?
Why
Charles.
that specific?
That was really specific.
Why that
Because
specific?
it hurts!
No.
Well, stuff doesn't tend to hurt if you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
It smells nice.
It smells though.
Did you not put on deodorant?
I did this morning.
Oh, well, yes.
Because it was Smash making you roll.
Yeah.
Smash making you sweat.
Oh yeah.
It's only smells.
That's why I keep deodorant in my backpack.
I'm just out of deodorant.
It doesn't smell that bad.
I need to get some more.
I mean, I'll probably check out Stellaris once it comes on PS4 because I know it's gonna come out soon. I think.
Dude, you should play it on PC.
I don't feel like playing PC or even mods.
The mods are the shit.
No, I gotta look at it raw.
Planetary diversity is a really cool mod. It gives you like more planet types. I don't really know what.
There's a lot of real cool mods. Here's one. I don't know
There's
about
a lot of
the
really. Sins of the Prophet is a really cool Halo mod that it adds the ship models from Halo,
Oh, cool.
like the Covenant and the UNSC, and it's really cool. There's a dude, I forget what his name is. Hold on, let me find it. What the fuck is his name?
So while he's looking for that, do we want to talk about anything else? What else is going on?
You know what comes out today? At this time of day? The Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie.
Oh
That
yeah.
comes out today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I saw an article, and
yeah.
it was clearly trying to be against the movie, and it was
Oh,
like
no.
Sony is
Oh yeah, they're
Sony's
patenting-
copywriting
or
the
copywriting it.
animation method for fucking Into the Spider-Verse. And then what the article is actually saying is Yeah, so the software and the program they used is copywritten. And it's like, no, they tried to paint it as they were copywriting the style of animation. And that's just supposed to be like, oh, Sony's being greedy. But like I'm not the biggest fan of Sony, but like, get on them for shit they're actually doing. Not like, oh yeah, the software we made is copyright. Because fucking Disney copyrights their animation software.
Yeah.
Like that shit that they used to make the snow and Frozen and then later updated for Water and Moana, that's copywritten.
And then they also do something specific for the hair in Tangled. I think
that's just a normal engine that they used. They just added more hair strains. Fun fact, Elsa has more hair on her head than Rapunzel, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because it's only like something 10,000s of like
Polys.
long strains of hair.
Oh, okay.
And then Elsa's is like, I think ×2 that of just tangled hair. And she's not entangled. I felt that was an important part to put in there.
I think she's my favorite Disney princess. Well, I mean, she's not even a princess; she's a queen.
Elsa?
Yeah, Elsa.
Yes, queen.
Yes,
I'm
queen.
gonna kill you both.
She is a queen, though.
I know. You've done the sin.
Would it have made it better if I said in the Obama voice?
What?
Probably
in the
wouldn't
Obama
have.
voice.
Yes, Queen.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
Alright.
Treasure Planet is actually my favorite Disney movie.
Oh fuck yeah, dude, I love that
You
movie.
can see Treasure
For me, it's
Planet's
a toss
my
up
favorite
between
person.
Atlantis. What?
I thought you said it was gonna be my favorite Disney princess. I was
Jim
like,
Hawkins,
the whole
best Disney
planet?
princess confirmed.
I would kiss that planet.
I want to fuck that planet.
Explore its caves. Oh, don't go silent on me. Don't go silent on me when I say that. Don't do
I
that.
like how there's just a line of nothing, of no audio
Don't
after
go
you said
silent.
that.
Don't do that.
That's how we end the episode.
Oh.
Just disgracing Carlos.
It sucks that they were gonna. There was a sequel, and then they were gonna do a TV
Yeah.
series.
Okay, so I actually watched like a 30-minute video on like why Treasure Planet failed, and the dude speculated that it was because Disney wanted it to fail because it was their last 2D animated movie, and it was even like a lot of it was what the fuck is the word 3D, like the
3D modeled.
The sets were actually 3D modeled, and then the characters were 2D animation, and then even the one the pirate, what the fuck was the pirate dude's name?
Blackbeard.
What?
No, the one with the
Cyborg.
the cyborg.
Robot beard.
Whatever.
Snake.
The cyborg. His arm and his leg were 3D modeled.
Really?
Yeah,
So was it rotoscoped?
I think so.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think for some scenes the arm and the leg were 2D, but I think for a majority of the scenes it was 3D. And
Jimbo.
but because Disney wanted to move on to 3D animation for their movies, they hardly even advertised it before the movie released. And then most of the trailers.
Long John Silver.
Yeah, Long
John
John
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
The rest.
I thought you were just saying the restaurant for a minute.
No.
Yeah, the entire restaurant was a character.
But so they barely advertised it before it was released, and then
Stop.
what the trailers that they did release spoiled pretty much the whole movie. Like,
So like modern day trailers.
well,
Except it wasn't cool back then. What? That's what Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z did. They
Yeah.
spoiled like the movie.
Everything.
Yeah.
but yeah, so, and I tend to agree with him because I feel like Disney did want it to fail just because it makes sense.
Plus,
Because
there was a lot of money for this film.
For the record, it wasn't their last
was
2D
the one
project.
after it?
Home on the Range.
Oh
No, wasn't it?
Because I remember they were like, well, no, I don't mean that was the movie after Treasure Planet. I mean that was the last one they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because because they kept playing the commercials like, this is the last 2D animation from Disney. Watch Home on the Range, and no one watched Home on the Range.
Wasn't Atlantis around the same time as Treasure Planet?
No.
I think
No.
it was before.
And Atlantis is
That's
tied
really
with
good.
Treasure Planet for my favorite Disney movie.
I think they used the same. I think they used
The
the
same
same
styles.
team.
Oh yeah, because it looks the same.
Yeah.
I also loved Michael J. Fox was
The nerd.
Milo.
Milo,
yeah.
Milo Thatch. That was a good character.
What you telling me? You got a secret city, Doc?
That's not. Oh.
I don't know.
That was
what
actually a
happened.
decent fucking.
I
Marty
remember
McFly.
Anderson was talking about Treasure, not Treasure Planet, Atlantis, and he mentioned about one of the female character, I believe, who was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right,
she's
Carlos?
like 190, like a 980 years old, I think.
Not Kita. It was the chick with the
white hair.
blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
Oh,
The one with the mole.
Noir.
Yeah,
the hot chick
Yeah.
who fucking dies.
yeah.
Wow.
She doesn't die.
Spoilers!
For a 30-year-old movie.
She lives.
It is not a 30-year-old
It's
movie.
20 years old at least.
I think she lives, doesn't she?
No, she shoots the.
Oh, did she really die?
Yeah, because the fucking
You
captain
ruined the
or
movie for
major
Carlos.
kicks her off the
God
fucking
damn
cliff.
it, no.
And she shoots a flare gun. And she says, as she's not, she's like, nothing personal. Bang.
Nothing
Just
personal, kid.
business.
She teleports behind Milo and just goes nothing personal.
That's the nice.
She does a Fallout New Vegas reference.
I need to watch that movie again. So that's, there's Disney out of the way. Nice.
My crotch keeps vibrating.
I saw this.
I just want to ask, did River clip the mic?
Yes.
God damn it, River.
I'm sorry.
Go to the end of the table.
Go all the way to the other end of the room.
Go over there.
Okay.
Go in
Outside.
time out.
Use the cans with the string to communicate with the
Because I keep my phone on my lap and it keeps fucking vibrating.
mic. Don't tell us that.
Because of Discord.
I like how you said that right after I saw the Elena.
Oh,
pony.
yeah, the Elena. That's, yeah. I was just like, oh, I still have this.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
not why my crotch is vibrating.
it
should be.
now.
Yeah,
Should
no,
be. How are we going to get out of this one?
I need to get off of here because I'm just seeing things that are visual jokes.
You saw the Twitter snake burger thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Burger.
Burger.
So you guys looking forward to any new games that's coming next year?
I'm looking forward to Metro Exodus for sure.
Whatever the fuck Death Stranding is.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to anything.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
King of
I
Farts.
just
Kingdom
want
Hearts.
good games.
King of
again.
Farts.
I'm just, it's not me being a negative person. Well, it kind of is. I'm too poor to afford video games, so no. I'm not looking forward to anything.
I'm looking forward to. I'm really hoping they port Red Dead Redemption to PC.
Probably will.
They will.
It
It'll
will,
take
just
them
in
a while.
time.
Took
Yeah.
some time. You know.
Look at how long it took them to port. Oh no,
Well, because they didn't port the first one.
Didn't GTA 5
Yeah,
port it
GT
like,
is
was it
5.
immediately or
It was
did
like
it take
6
them a
months
while?
later.
Like,
It took
Yeah,
a
it
while.
took them a while.
Yeah, because it's different.
Yeah,
But I really wish they would port God of War to fucking.
it's a console exclusive.
I know. I don't have.
You know what? You can
PS4.
port Mortal Kombat, and then you can play as Kratos.
I don't. That's not the same.
It could be.
No,
You could just play the old games.
Yeah.
I could.
Don't
Those
experience this.
exclusives?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they are.
Some of them.
They are.
Because
Yeah.
there's the PS3
Yeah.
collection of God of War, which I owned.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I should just play that over the break.
Good luck.
Because what do you mean good luck?
Playing on the
Oh, shit,
hardest
Carlos called him
difficulty?
out.
Well, I never
You
said
never
that.
said that.
You should.
I like hearing like good luck playing that on the hardest difficulty. I never said I would. You should.
You should.
Just so my
It's like
point
telling
is
Brett
right.
he can beat Devil May Cry on the hardest difficulty, and Brett could probably
No,
do it.
fuck that.
Yeah, with enough time.
And money. And energy drinks and snacks. Okay, what's next?
Existential Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Sonic leaks lately.
It's the Sonic movie posters.
For the
yeah.
record, the weird fucking poster with him on the police car with Chris Pratt, that was a prototype, and
Yeah.
from what I can
Yeah.
tell, the casting has changed. So Chris Pratt might not even be attached to the movie.
Yeah,
He's not.
I figured that out.
But like
He's-
everyone's like, oh, never mind. I think I do like this version of Sonic. It's like that's not the Sonic. That's not the version they're using. They're using They're using the one in the blacked out poster.
Yeah.
It's not good.
With the weird, like the shoes don't match up. Like he's wearing like Vans in that poster, and in the new one he's like wearing running shoes.
Product placement.
But do you prefer that Sonic besides
It
the
would
other
be
Sonic?
product placement. Vans would probably pay for
Well, no,
that.
I'm not saying they are Vans. I'm saying it looks like
Yeah.
them.
Oh.
You probably can do it again. They did it for Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure 2,
wasn't it
the soap
Nike?
shoes? No,
It wasn't.
it was soap.
Soap.
I'm sorry, it was soap.
It was soap.
He was wearing soap on his feet.
Yes.
Alright.
So, do you prefer the Sonic version we saw like that with the Chris Pratt poster, or just the one we saw in the teaser poster?
I would prefer they didn't make a Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Or that.
I'm with.
Or
I'm
if they
with-
did make a Sonic movie, it's just
God.
completely like 2D animated.
Yeah, sure.
But 2D animation isn't a viable animation thing anymore.
It says, Mary, have you seen the Mary Poppins coming
Shows
out?
what you know.
It's live action combined with
Steven
the 2D
Universe is the best cartoon.
It is.
I don't know why I wanted to do that in the Chris Oni voice.
Steven Universe.
I'm glad Voltron ended. I hated Voltron.
Why did
The
you
new one?
Voltron sucks.
Okay, well,
Do you like the old one?
elaborate?
Like, if people like
Everyone likes
find
Voltron.
this, they're gonna come for my fucking head. But I don't like Voltron.
Why not?
I wouldn't. Okay, I'll get into it, but I just want to make clear: I don't think it fucking sucks. I just don't like what it became.
Okay.
Oh.
Because they tried. They do what I really hate that a show does when they do queer baiting. Because they clearly show like deep scenes between two male characters, and then that didn't go anywhere. Then they had a character kind of be like, oh yeah, by the way, this character is gay. But then they did the bury your gay tropes, where they were like, oh yeah, the guy he was gay with is dead this whole time. He's been dead. And then like it ended, and fucking what they did is they were like, oh, remember the guy that we said was gay, but his boyfriend died? Well, here's an unnamed person he's in a wedding tux with. That makes up for it, right, guys? Which it doesn't, because you still did the thing. It would.
At that point, they might as well just make them straight. Not even fucking do it.
If they, yeah, well, yeah, but like if they wanted to make
All
it
or
up,
nothing.
they could have just introduced that character and
Yeah.
then showed them fall in love, and then that would have been
Right.
like made up. But then they did like a lot of other problems. Like so Voltron came out in the 80s,
Yeah.
and it's this whole thing where there are 5 lion. Would you call them individually mechs, or would you just call them
Yeah,
ships?
they're individually mixed.
Okay, so there's 5 lion mechs, and so they each have a pilot. There's the green, yellow, red, blue, and black,
Just fucking talking shit.
and then they become one, and that's when they become Voltron.
Defender of the universe.
Well, yeah. One of them, the yellow lion, was given an arc in the first season, and then never fucking did anything ever again. The second one was given at least 2 to 3 arcs over a season or 8-season story. Never did anything fucking ever again. The green lion. So it was really this weird love triangle between the blue and the red lion, or love whatever, queer baiting bullshit. And then the black lion did some stuff, and that's kind of it.
That was a nice story, Sam.
What a story.
Can you do me a favor, Sam? Just smash me out of the podcast. Woo! No. Bye.
I'm not gonna ask you to put in the like
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was getting mad at Carlos for making me have to edit.
edit in the gunk.
Have a nice break.
Anyways,
Carlos.
yeah, I don't like. It was interesting at first, but then it kind of just didn't. It didn't work out.
It didn't flow.
Yeah, and like, of course, because fandoms are a huge thing. Someone's probably gonna come after us for that.
Oh,
but
fuck them, then.
I don't really care. There's a lot of things that I don't like that like a lot of people will stand by as good, and I'll just be like, I can't get into it. And you can
It's like
argue,
me with Smash. I just
yeah,
can't get into
you
it.
can argue that I shouldn't say it sucks just because I don't get into it. But like the reason why I can't get into it is because I see the flaws and shit. Like I'm probably not that great of a writer either, which should lead
But you know your flaws and you can address them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like. Then again, like, fucking, I don't go around saying I'm a good writer. I don't think the Voltron the Voltron writers don't either.
Right.
So I can't penalize them too hard.
You're not.
Bless you.
Your problem with Voltron isn't the writers. I mean, you do have a problem with the queer rating thing, but like you're not angry at them with it. You're just like, I think they could have done that better.
Yeah.
Your problem is with the fan base that will fucking,
Rip it to shreds.
that will rip him to shreds for even daring to fucking criticize.
Yeah. They'll be like, who are you? Some nobody. You're probably jealous. And it's like, I mean, yeah.
I want my shit fucking.
Well, like, one thing that I like, it's like an insult they're like, if you criticize somebody, you're jealous of them. But it's like, well, yeah, like if they can't, like they're getting by on the bare minimum and they're still popular. Of course, people would be fucking jealous about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, I don't have like some grudge against Voltron writers. I'm sure what they thought they were doing was like progressive, and it was something they wanted to do. But it's not their fault. It's the fact that the fandom wanted it to be something. Because another huge problem with the Voltron thing is like, DreamWorks was doing like this whole, hey, we'll take you on a tour of our studio and shit. And like somebody found leak screenshots of the upcoming season, and they took pictures of it, and they were threatening.
That's bullshit.
They were threatening that they were gonna leak it beforehand if like their ship wasn't canon.
Oh my god!
And that's just insane.
That's, you know what? If I was DreamWorks at that point, I'm like, okay, go ahead, leak it. And then I would have just rewritten those scenes.
I think what happened is they leaked it, and then DreamWorks suddenly just like shut down doing those tours, or they like upped security to be like, hey guys, there's a tour coming, so hide your work. Which like that's means bullshit. They can't trust their own fans.
Yeah,
which sucks.
I fucking hate people like that. It's the same thing with you and fucking Smash fucking leakers.
Oh yeah.
Why can we not just be excited for shit anymore?
Yeah.
Just wait. Just be like, oh man, I can't wait. I hope they do this, or I hope they do this. That's fine. Speculation is fine. But when you go to the lengths of doing shit like that, where you sneak into the office and you fucking you're stealing their property by leaking that shit. And if you really gave a shit about this fucking production that you claim you're such a huge fan of, then you should be elated to wait. You should be just ecstatic that they're even making more of it.
I think a huge problem actually does stem from Netflix, because it's a Netflix property.
And they just binge it, and they just, I gotta have more. It's like a fucking heroin addict. They gotta get their fucking fix. Sorry.
You're getting like really into it. You're doing like really a weird, disgusting voice, like they're fucking fix. Like I wanted to talk about it calmly, because I don't like the way, like Netflix. First off, Netflix is in debt. Second off, Netflix totally just like I think they're like 20,000.
It's because they keep losing people.
Yeah,
like, people aren't renewing subscriptions.
It's because Hulu is taking their shit.
Yeah.
And who? Sorry, finish your thought. And then we'll talk
so
about
Netflix kind of just rides the fact that people binge their shows, which like sure, but those shows had already done their like actual run. Like they've came out like weekly, and then their season is finished. Like they have a deal with the CW network that 8 days after the season finale of Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and
the other ones,
The Flash and Black Lightning, they're given the whole season to put on Netflix. So if you missed an episode, you can just go down Netflix's menu, or you can rewatch the season again and find things you missed. But I think Netflix needs to do what they do on cable TV and just weekly release it. But it should be like, at 12 o'clock on Monday, the next episode's released. So you don't have to wait all day.
Like the exclusive shows and stuff?
Yes.
And then, and then once the season's done, then you just fucking binge it.
Yeah. Because you get the build up and the hype for the next episode, and I think the reason why people would want to leak episodes is because they're given immediate.
It's called satisfaction.
Immediate satisfaction.
There's
they're allowed to watch the next episode immediately.
It's called instant gratification.
Yes, instant gratification. And I'm not like an expert.
Well, I mean, that's actually a really big problem with our entire fucking generation. We're used to having everything at the fucking push of a button.
It's not our generation. It's more just the way our society works nowadays.
Well, yeah.
It also kind of formed that way.
Yeah.
Because
as soon as the internet came about, all bets were off.
Well, because there's a similar problem in fucking manga in Japan. Like, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, JoJo. I don't know if it's JoJo. But like the big three of Shonen Jump are weekly releases. Yeah. So they have to fucking shoot out a chapter weekly, and those can range from like 10 to 15 pages depending on the manga. And so like I saw a schedule for somebody, I don't know who it was, but it was just like fucking, they got like a grand total of like 10 hours a week of sleep, and then like an hour of breakfast and lunch each every day. And like, I'm like, in America that wouldn't fucking fly.
No.
But like, they're held to such standards in that shit. Like, the reason why Hunter x Hunter is nicknamed Hiatus is because the dude who makes it just stopped giving a shit and was like,
I can't do this anymore.
yeah, my manga is a well-selling manga. My fans will have to wait, and Shonen Jump has to accept that. So that's why it's not considered a big 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was even like a year when he didn't release an entire chapter.
Which,
Something like that.
that's actually really interesting because it's sort of like certain YouTube celebrities, like Markiplier, like, we love getting, or Markiplier and Game Grumps even, like, we love getting daily fucking videos from those guys.
But they gotta have a break once in a while.
Well, yeah, no, like, they'll be like, hey guys, I just really need a break, and everyone's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, it's fucking take however long you fucking need. But then when it comes to shit like TV shows, it's like, we're like, oh, you fucking piece of shit, you're not letting us.
Look at John.
Well, yeah, like, no, like, yeah, we complain, but it's not like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit. We're just like, come on, John Tron.
Some people.
Okay, well, those people are assholes. And
Oh my god, I can't believe John Tron died.
well, that's just a meme.
Yeah. But yeah, like, YouTubers work their asses off recording a bunch of shit all in one day.
Hashtag validate YouTube celebrities.
Well, it's not just that. You should start fighting for YouTube celebrities because they're getting like the shit end of the stick of the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we
sure.
mentioned it last week, I think.
Yeah.
UMG fucking everyone over just by mentioning something. Now we're gonna get claimed by fucking UMG. UMG fucking
Not on
everyone
SoundCloud.
over. Not on SoundCloud. UMG fucking everyone over just because they mentioned the name of a song or
On
an artist.
YouTube Rewind.
Universal Music Group.
Oh.
Yeah, because they mentioned the song. They didn't play it.
Yeah.
They mentioned it, and they were able to strike YouTube Red twice.
Both I Hate Everything and Pyrocynical got hit just by mentioning the people.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's because UMG had a contract with YouTube essentially saying, yeah, we can abuse your platform and say that it is, and completely negate the usage of fair use to claim revenue from these videos.
That's
And it's
so fucking fucked.
and it's considered legal.
Yeah, because
That's
it's a contract between those two corporations.
That's fucking disgusting.
It is. And this has been happening since 2011, I think. 2011, 2012.
Just
YouTube, get your shit together. Sorry,
they're gonna listen to you. Don't worry.
I don't care.
This
Where the
small
fuck's in charge
group-
of YouTube?
I just really wanted to say that. I don't care if they listen.
No,
I
yeah.
know they're not going
YouTube
to.
is fucked up. Like,
Even their own, every YouTuber is all much of this. Like,
Yeah.
it's effed
Everyone.
up.
Rebuild Vimeo.
I mean, it's kind of why fucking
That's why-
Aaron and Oni don't really do as many animations anymore because
there's no money.
they're not. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
gonna get revenue because you have to have you have to upload daily. You have to have instead of views, they changed it to how many minutes people are watching your
Yeah.
shit.
viewer
So-
retention.
Yeah.
Viewer interaction. So, like, if they comment, if they like the video, if
If they subscribe.
Yeah.
if they hit the bell, because it's not, you can't just subscribe to someone
Be
anymore.
part
You
of the
have to-
notification
Well, yeah,
squad.
that's not. God,
And then-
I hate YouTube.
Then you can
I love
join.
YouTubers.
Then you
but I
can
hate
then you
YouTube.
could join that YouTube channel.
But that shit is just disgusting.
That's why everyone's going to Patreon. That's what.
That's everyone has to go to Patreon or like Ko-fi or whatever the hell to actually make ends meet.
Shout
or
out
have
my
to
boy
sell
Boris.
merch.
Support him on Patreon.
Like, some people just sell merch because they know their fans want it, but other people, like, that's part of what they need to survive.
Yeah. Like, fucking... I don't know, it pisses me off. Because, like, we want to do a Let's Play thing, but I'm always hesitant because I'm like, no one's going to watch this, so we're not going to get shit from it. And then, like, I think, like, Charles will say something about getting money, like, as a joke or something,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, that's not going to happen, like, into myself. Because I'm like, who wants to watch a bunch of fucking YouTube nobodies?
At least our friends.
But then, yeah.
I
And
mean, we'll eventually gain a following.
but then, like, I want to get, like... I want to play games that other, like, famous YouTubers don't want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play like the older games, like, because they're either playing classic games or the brand new games. They're never playing like
In between.
early 2000s games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I,
original Xbox or PS, like early PS2 games.
yeah.
And shit.
Like, I want to play Kingdom Hearts. And, like, one of it's just because I like Kingdom Hearts, and I can get through it pretty fast, even on Proud Mode.
Level 1 Proud Mode run.
No.
Humble that.
I'll never do a fucking level 1.
Has anybody ever done that?
Well,
Yes,
yeah.
plenty of people.
Yeah, there's whole videos about it.
Yeah.
But,
Those people are fucking
Fuck.
masochists or what?
They love the challenge.
Because there's a new skill in the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix thing where it's no XP. So no matter how many opponents you kill, you don't get XP for it. So you just stay at level 1. You can only use the Kingdom Key, and you don't modify your gummy ship.
Fuck all of that.
Those are achievements you can get.
That's disgusting.
Well, I mean, not the no XP one, but the beat the whole game with the Kingdom Key and don't edit your gummy ship is one. But I love the game, but like another part of me is the game. Both Danny and Aaron said that they would never play it on the show, even though it's an action RPG.
What? Did
Why
they
did
give a
they say
reason
that?
why?
They just, I think Aaron doesn't like it, and I think Dan would think it would be too long. I'd imagine why you wouldn't play Kingdom Hearts 2, because the Atlantica level for 100% features a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And one of them is like an actual Little Mermaid song.
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't want to play that one.
I feel like in a lot of cases, like Dan would do better than Aaron if he was the one playing games. Because like he seems to get more involved with things than Aaron does. Like a lot of times Aaron just dismisses things, and Dan gets really interested.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a constant thing. Aaron doesn't pay attention to tutorial
Anything.
and story, and Aaron is...
Like when they were playing Skyward
But
Sword.
that's the thing. Fucking Oni got all the way through Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And they were clearly able to show that you can just play it like a bunch of morons.
Yeah.
And fucking
Heck, I was
to
watching-
get good ratings on
I was
it.
watching them play Resident Evil 4 last night.
Now they're playing Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
And Jing Dong and Julian are doing it with them.
I think Danny would love Kingdom Hearts.
I'm sure he's aware of Kingdom Hearts enough to be like, no. I mean, even then, Kingdom Hearts involves a lot of technicalities that I don't think Dan has like the mindfulness for. So he'd have to play it on easy or normal mode. He couldn't play it on a harder mode.
Oh yeah, that would be fine.
I know.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to see his reaction to a lot of things, but I distinctly remember Danny saying that he wouldn't want to play it. So that's there. I would.
We'll play it.
Only because I grew up playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Robert?
You know how you mentioned leakers? Oh, we mentioned leakers a while back.
Yeah.
The one thing that bugs me about them is, do you guys remember the leak for Cyberpunk? There's
No.
been a few leaks for Cyberpunk, but one of them was
Must have been covered up pretty quick.
actually one of them was a hostile one. They said, "Oh, we're gonna leak assets and show them to the world," and CD Projekt was like, "All right, go ahead." We
I
got-
love
Carry
CD
on.
Projekt Red.
Yeah,
Fucking do it.
They were just like,
Thanks for the free publicity, guys.
they're like, you know, you're giving us publicity, right? And they released it and was like, all right.
Isn't Cyberpunk sort of about hacking?
What's like so? If I was a game developer and someone was like, I'm gonna leak this shit, I would just be like, okay, hey guys, check out what's coming in our game.
Yeah.
So I would leak it myself.
You'll
Are
see news
you guys
coming
gonna
up.
make a video? We can
So,
make a trailer cut of your leak.
Cyberpunk is an open world RPG based on a tabletop system,
Yeah.
and I seen the gameplay to it a lot, and I've been going into detail to it. They're putting a lot of stuff that is part of the tabletop world and how they're systematically doing it. Because your character, you could put whatever you want to your character. You could be like this punk rocker, rebellious guy, or you could be part of the corporation kind of person.
Yeah.
Or you can be a square.
Yeah.
You can be some fucking nerd.
That too. There's a part in the game where I saw where you're getting a cybernetic to it, and you could like, it shows like, here's your humanity, here's your cybernetic, and your cybernetic goes up, but your humanity goes down.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, that is impressive. But another thing, so CD Projekt Red had a live event. They were gonna show people who signed up to that event to show like the actual gameplay, and during that time, the director of the game told them, "Okay, everyone, I know this is going to be an event for y'all, but please shut off your phones, shut off any electronics. We don't want nothing leaking out yet. Our game is still a work in progress." And we were like, "We respectfully, please do not show anything." And one guy in there went in and he recorded an audio of it.
That even happened with the anime for JoJo's Part 5. Like they did a special showing of the first episode, and there's specifically like people saying no phones, and there were even people walking around to make sure no one was using their phones.
Yeah.
There were still plenty of people like with their phones like sneakily like this or whatever the fuck recording it, and they posted it. And it's like, cool, you got invited to a special event, probably once in a lifetime type thing, and you ruin it for yourself by focusing on wanting to leak this instead of actually enjoying yourself.
Yeah. Like, I can imagine them being a fan, and then, like, they got caught, and they got kicked out. But, like, the most troubling part of that is they would blame security, not themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, you broke the rule. Like, you got
You broke
caught.
the law.
And
Yeah.
what's crazy about this CD Projekt, one of the guys, he mentioned like, oh, I was invited by a friend from CD Projekt Red, and I'm like, you probably just got that guy fired as well, or a warning.
Yeah, that happens. Like if I think one of our instructors has talked about this. I'm not gonna name him because I don't know.
Yeah.
But like he's talked about how he has a friend working on, I think, with Ubisoft, and he wanted to ask, like, jokingly about a game, and if that friend did tell them, his job would be on the line because that's breaking a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a non-disclosure agreement.
Yep.
Which, like, the company has totally a right to fucking make people testing and working on their game sign that, because
Yeah.
they can lose money.
Sometimes it's not even like you sign it; it's a verbal agreement.
And, like,
that's
my
still-
thing, I don't like being like, oh, they can lose money, because, like, yeah, shit like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I don't like focusing on the money, but, like, when you create a game or, like, a show or something, that's, like, your art going out there, and it gets spoiled by somebody who didn't even fucking work on it.
But then you have people like
That
Toei.
want the fame and glory of it.
Who spoil it themselves.
Yeah, people like Toei who spoil the entire fucking movie by themselves as a company. I guess to avoid people leaking it, because there were leaks for Battle of Gods
Yeah.
and shit like that. And I guess, like, as a reaction, they wanted to put out all the trailers and all the informations and surprises themselves, which ruins the fun of watching the movie. But granted, they did what they wanted to and stopped people from leaking the movie. Not entirely, because there were still leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Gogeta trailer came out after a leak.
Yeah.
They were just like, well, now you fucking know. Here it is. I just
wish people would stop being fucking assholes.
Yeah. To go back
you
to
and most of the world.
Yeah, to go back to the Smash thing, what made it even more offensive, other than that it was the entire game available, it was 2 weeks from launch.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
And, like,
That was terrible.
Sakurai is so hardworking.
He is, and I
He
feel
has-
so bad.
He deserves your love.
Doesn't he have, like,
And
isn't his
admiration.
shoulder busted
Yes.
from doing all the work on
He can't use
games?
an actual mouse. He has to use a little fucking, like,
trackpad.
yeah,
And,
a
like,
handheld one.
Yeah. And fucking, he passed out during the making of one of his... Like, he clearly works hard, and for people to just say, hey, fuck you, I'm gonna leak your shit. And it's like, that's cool.
Like that joke from one of the directs of, hopefully I'll get to rest this time, was not just a joke.
Yeah.
That was real.
It sucked, too, because it was leaked after that direct.
Yeah.
I wonder how. I remember I told you guys about the Harry Potter leak that happened.
The online game.
Yeah, and not the online one. The newest one that's coming by Warner Brother Games.
I think you mentioned.
Yeah, you mentioned.
I
I
mentioned
thought it was
it.
online.
And the Reddit user was like, you know what? Never mind.
What?
Say the thing.
Did he personally attack you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then why do you sound defeated?
No. I lost it real quick. I was like, damn it.
Well, then find it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do it. You got it.
No, whatever.
He lost his thought.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought.
He's trying to find it, I think.
Okay.
Anyways. To go back to something a little bit more cheerful, other than people being fucking assholes and
Tom Holland's
not
dick.
wanting
No,
to
I'm
be-
kidding.
Oh my god!
No, it's only because I saw an article where, like, he went to, like, a showing of Infinity War, and then, like, he sat next to some, like, random civilian, and he was like,
civilian.
well, I mean, he's a movie star, but, like, I don't know. But he's just like, he whispers to him, he's like, don't worry, I'm still alive. And then they looked at him, and he's like, did you not see this movie yet? And then, like, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then, like, I guess later they saw that fucking Tom Holland dies in the movie, and then he's like, way to go, Tom. Or, like, Mark Ruffalo also, like, him and Tom Holland fucking
Yeah, they're the
spoil
spoiler
movie.
crew.
And then, like, I saw a picture of them, like,
I don't think. Oh, whatever. Sorry.
I saw a picture of them, like, riding fucking, like, the Tron laser bikes. Like, it was an arcade machine or something. And then someone commented, like, they're racing to see who spoils Endgame first. It's fucking... Like, that's
I almost cried
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the end of
Infinity War where...
I think most people cried.
I was like, don't, because for some reason when it comes to movies, I have like really high empathy. So like I just feel, well, I imagine myself in that character's fucking
Shoes.
situation, and
I really want their shoes.
I don't know what their shoes. And like if I was Iron Man, I would just be feeling like, cause like Spider-Man looked up to him, and like he was like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And I was like, no.
I watched the audience reaction video to that, and man, people were like, you hear people in the car go like, no, don't go.
I mean, they're all gonna be fine.
Yeah, but
Clearly.
but the way it was like, shown, it's like, because I guess personally to me, I grew up with Spider-Man, and he's always been my favorite character.
My favorite's Iron Man.
Is it because he's rich?
Is it because of the armor and stuff? Like all
It's because he doesn't have
personality.
superpowers,
Yeah.
and he's able to build himself up as just as strong
And
as
he's able to
anyone
be a
else.
superhero.
Yeah.
A Superman, if you will.
Shut up, Brett.
Shut the fuck up.
That was nice.
Would you lean back at the same time I did?
I can stretch.
Did you find the thing?
No.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, some dude on Reddit was being an asshole and never didn't like them.
No, the guy would like. So this was. I'm trying to word this right. That way I don't fuck up.
Just fuck up. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll fix
So.
it in post. Like there's gonna be any fucking editing.
So the guy said he went to the mall and just went going around like just to go either do something or just go chill. So a company of gamers were there.
A company.
Warner Brothers.
Battalion. Battalion of gamers.
Gamers rise up.
Fought on the front lines against, I don't know.
Against the
Microtransactions.
spoilers.
So they were there, and the guy asked him like, "Hey, how are you?" And the guy was
The
just
game's in the bag.
and he was just caught off guard by it. But he was like, wondering, so what's going on? He's like, "Oh, we're showing so and so. What's so and so?" He's like, "Could you sign this, please?"
Oh.
And
It was a guy who worked on a game, and the gamer fucking saw him and was like, "Oh, I recognize you. You make games. What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, we're showing off a game."
And
And he wanted him to sign an NDA.
it wasn't an NDA actually.
What the fuck?
I found out it was not an NDA.
Then what do you make him sign? This
Yeah.
sounds sketchier on the other guy's side.
Yeah. If it wasn't an NDA, what did he sign?
I don't remember. That's the thing.
Was it
I'm trying.
Satan trying to trick someone?
Probably.
Probably.
You want to see a game, kid?
Oh
Sign
boy, a
So,
game!
so it was basically like what he thought of the game. What
Oh, it was a
It
review.
was a survey.
It was like a survey, and the guy was like, "I'll pay you $50. You don't have to take the survey. I'll just do it for you." He was like, "Okay."
That's sketchy.
That's super sketchy.
Yeah, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then,
This Reddit user
That's
sounds like an
unnecessary.
upstanding. It sounds like an upstanding
I
citizen
know, he
being
saw the
approached
game
by
and-
Satan.
no, and here's the thing. He said like there was nobody around, so I was just like, man. And he didn't
It
want.
gets sketchier and sketchier,
What the
dude.
fuck?
I'm making it sound sketchy. That's the thing.
No one's around. No one has to know you.
I'm making
bitched
it
out
sound
in the
sketchy.
survey.
Man, I'm making it sound sketchy for the guy. I'm so sorry, Mr. Whatever you are on Reddit. I am so sorry.
No, well, that's the thing. No one fucking knows his username. Don't fucking.
But so
No
he
one
just
cares.
he took like, well, a footage shot of it and just left.
Okay.
And then
You don't have to pay me the $50. Just let me take a video of the game.
I'm not here for you or your survey. I'm here to leak. I like to imagine that took place in a bathroom. I mean, it's just a huge misunderstanding.
Like, kid, the fucking Obama voice. Michelle, I'm gonna leak.
Stop.
I'm a freak.
Stop it. I hate you all. Why are you laughing?
Because you love me.
Okay.
That's what you have to tell yourself.
Yeah.
Gucci goo.
What?
What the
Christ.
fuck, River?
I don't know.
You made
Now
it.
you're the weird one.
I need water.
Anyways, there's an idea you had, or thought you had, about Sonic, where he's just screaming. So
Like, he doesn't want to go fast.
he's terrified.
He's terrified of high speeds.
Yeah, he's terrified of high speeds, but it defines him as a person, so he has to.
No. He literally cannot go slow.
Yeah, he can't walk.
So it's like the movie Speed, basically.
No, but anytime he's running, he's just terrified, so he's screaming. It did. Even from fucking behind the mic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks, Kanye. Very cool.
Thank you, Kanye.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye. Yeah. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Maybe. Trying to think while looking through my phone. God.
Fucking sides, dude.
Let's talk about Charles' sides.
All right, Charles, tell us about your sides.
They, well, I'm not
What kind of sides come with this dish?
A nice helping
Side
of
of
fuck
salt.
you.
Big old pile of salt.
Oh, it's a sodium chloride.
I'm gonna hit you.
I'm gonna hit you. River's gonna hit you.
Carlos is gonna come back to school and and then you got some cream corn.
Are we still going on with this bit?
Yeah, I thought the bit was over.
Okay, no joke. Speaking of cream corn.
Alright, we got a topic.
Fucking Denny's cream corn with like the jalapenos was fucking amazing.
Not sponsored by Denny's.
Not sponsored. Although we wish we were. Denny's, at me. Mr. Crime Man. Actually, now it's Merry Crimes.
That's just your handle, not your app.
Oh, yeah. It's Chaz Crimes at fucking...
At Chaz
Chaz
Crimes.
There you go.
I'm
new to Twitter.
Yeah, he's new to Twitter.
I'm 23 years old. Fuck, I'm 23 years old.
23-year-old.
I've only been using Twitter for like
A month.
a couple weeks. Denny's has just really good food.
Yes.
Their chicken strips are amazing.
I like the country fried steak.
Dude, okay, so I fucking had the turkey dinner.
Were you a winner?
I hate you.
Go PUBG.
This joke has been made. Carry on.
I'm making it again.
But no, their turkey dinner with fucking... I swear, it was probably just stovetop stuffing, but it was still delicious. And with the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the cream corn. Holy shit, dude. I want Denny's turkey dinner now. Extra gravy.
Well,
because the turkey's all
we're
dry.
getting pizza, Charles. Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah, that's right. We're having pizza today.
Can I get turkey pizza?
Dude.
Gross.
Yeah.
No. It's like a smoked turkey, sliced up, put it, tear it up, put it on a pizza.
Gross.
That
I
could,
didn't agree the first time.
that could be something. No, like you might just be
Yeah,
something.
it can be gross.
We could probably go
With
to
some nice
1,000
cranberry
we probably
sauce?
could go to
No,
1,000
not
degrees, and they probably make that.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
What?
Shout outs to 1,000 Degrees.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
I don't
They
think
make
they'll
good pizza,
ever
though.
sponsor us.
No, they won't.
They make good pizza.
Why'd you sound so defeated?
I'll never get that fucking deal with 1,000 Degrees.
They won't sponsor.
For the record,
You don't
1,000
know that.
I don't.
thousands.
Let us get
Thousands.
1,000 of degrees pizzas. 1,000 degrees pizza is called that because they have like a mega oven where they like just pop in the pizza
It's like
and
a
cook it at 1,000 degrees,
it
so
takes,
it's
like, 3
done
minutes.
really fast. Yeah,
It's really cool.
which is like a thing you're told not to do in cooking.
Yeah.
Like it's like the fucking like if these
Well, 'cause
fucking
that's
if
the
these
thing.
chicken nuggets cook at like 350.
It's like that scene from Foster's where he's like, "Oh, if I can bake 10 cookies at 100 degrees for like an hour,
I know.
then
And
I
it's
could
like-
probably bake."
In 10 minutes, if I pump it up to 700, it should be 5 minutes. Or 1,400. And it should be in like fucking 2.5 minutes. And then like the fucking kitchen's on fire.
No, but actually, like,
No, but for real though?
for real though, with pizza, you're actually supposed to like it actually doesn't hurt it to cook it in like a really hot, like wood burning stove.
It's almost like it's a variable dish that can be done with a lot of things.
You're just gonna get a crispier crust. You're not gonna be able to do a whole lot of pan crust.
You guys want to hear about the pizza that made me really sick?
What was the
Because
pizza?
it was from hell. So
What the fuck, dude?
I went to Italy with my family, and one day we went to Florence, and we found this restaurant, and it was just like in the corner. So a rule when traveling, I guess it might just be in Italy, but I think it's just in general in Europe, is if there's someone outside like advertising to come into the restaurant, it's not going to be genuine food. Like it's food, but it won't be the food of that place.
Right.
It's a tourist trap. If there's a sign showing you what the food looks like, don't go there either.
What is like a little chalkboard outside and they write the specials on it?
I think that's fine. Just if it has pictures of the food, don't do that. And if it just looks too American, don't do that.
Right. If
So
it's in Italian,
yeah, so we found a place, and it was like, I forgot the name of it, but it's just like a little like hid away restaurant.
it's a little hole in the wall.
And then when we got in there and sat down and they handed us the menu, we realized it was Dante's Inferno themed, like the Divine Comedy. And I was like, holy shit, this is cool. And I ordered something called Quattro cheese or something, and it was 4 cheeses. And like,
Sounds amazing.
you would think that it's like a normal pizza, they just added extra cheese. No, it was bread and cheese only. So I got really fucking sick after it. Because it was just too much greasy cheese.
Ugh.
It was like 4 different types of cheese.
Yeah, so you weren't
and it was
sick,
still
you just-
Yeah, I was way too full of
You
fucking cheese.
You're full of cheese.
I was
were you
full of
backed up,
cheese
or
and
was it the-
angry.
Or was it the opposite?
Well, no, I just had to wait for it to go
Aggressively
through my
full of
system.
cheese.
Oh, you're just like, oh god.
Yeah, I wasn't constipated or
bloated.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, so much
And like,
cheese.
That sounds
the
amazing.
thing with it is we had to walk everywhere.
Ooh.
So I was like,
So was it like a fondue or was it just fucking bread and cheese?
It was just bread and cheese.
Was it cheese on bread or just?
Yeah, it was the cheese on the bread.
Oh, there was no sauce?
No.
How
Jesus
dare they?
Christ!
Like, I keep biting into it and look, and then there'd be, like, no redness, and I was like, oh, no.
Something's wrong.
And I didn't want to, like, be like, oh, I wasted their money. So I just fucking kept eating. And then I was like, I hate so much.
Why didn't you just order like a side of marinara or something?
I didn't know that's what it was coming with, because the entire menu was just in Italian.
Yeah.
'Cause I was in
once
Italy.
Once you found out, you're like, hey, can I get like a side of some sauce?
I don't know.
It's
I felt self-conscious about it. So I
think that's the main difference between me, you, and Brett. Is like
It was funny because
I just don't give a shit
they kept making
in
jokes
social
about like the
situations.
fact that I wouldn't want pizza for the entire time I was here. That night I still ate pizza. I just
Those
stuck.
are weird
I just stuck to like margarita pizza where it
Yeah.
was just basil, marinara, and cheese.
That's just delicious.
Yeah.
Like some sun-dried tomatoes.
That's why they have their flag like that. No, I'm just kidding. No, they based the.
They based the pizza off the flag, right?
No,
Oh.
this is not like a weird, stupid fact. The fucking Italian flag is based off of a pizza. I know this because at every fucking tour they needed to tell us this.
It's based
The
off of a
tour
pizza?
guy needed to tell us this.
The flag is based off of a pizza.
Yes, green is basil, the mozzarella cheese is the white, and the marinara sauce is the fucking red.
You are shitting me.
Because the pizza was made specifically for a queen. Because she was coming into town, and this baker was like, I need to make something that's, like, unique. And so he added, I think it's like the one thing he added was the basil. And it was different. And, like, the sauce was specific to that region. And so it was red, and the mozzarella cheese is, like, whitish.
Yeah.
Except, like, kind of when melted against bread, it turns yellowish.
I think because of the
That's
yeast.
because of the bread, not
Yeah.
because of the cheese. But yeah. But I still liked it.
Oh yeah, margarita.
There's I wish I remembered the restaurant. So like it's actually funny. Most of like Rome works on the same system of like New York, where like the streets don't have names like they do
It's
like
like
in Texas or
first
Colorado. Yeah, it's like first and blank. But like they're named after popes.
Really?
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
every street is just a pope. So like whenever we needed,
Benedict and John Paul.
or it was
II.
like Gregorio the 16th. So like whenever we just needed to go somewhere, like if no matter where we were in Rome, when we wanted to get back to our apartment, we just say Gregio setse or sies whatever. I know how to say it in Spanish. 14 This was like Gregorio 16, and then we could just walk from where they dropped us off to the apartment. So, yeah. Fucking one person was like, you guys are like a 10-minute walk to the Vatican. It was 30. We just refused to stop walking.
We just refused to stop walking.
Yeah.
Was it one of those things that's like, oh, no, it'll be right around the corner?
Yeah.
Then it wasn't.
The Vatican will rewrite around the corner. The family wasn't dumb, but they were like, maybe we haven't walked 10 miles yet. One thing that was
Wait,
fun.
was it 10 miles or 10 minutes?
It was 10 minutes. My bad. They were like, maybe the person was just wrong. There were times when we were like, maybe we should just get a taxi.
Maybe.
But like where we were standing, a taxi couldn't stop. Also, there were like 9 of us, so shoving all of us in a taxi would have been like hectic.
Yeah. Maybe Italy just runs on a different time.
Yeah.
Different time stream.
Minutes are like hours. But yeah.
The words for minute and hour are flopped.
I really liked. But yeah, what I meant to say was like I really want to remember the restaurant's name because they were really cool. Because we kept going there like almost every night, so at some point they just recognized us. Which like we went, the amount of times we went to Denny's, I'm surprised only one lady recognizes us. But like we went to that place like once a day
Once a week.
for a week. The place in Italy.
Oh.
Well,
And then they just began to recognize us.
So I mean that's a thing about American versus Italian culture. Italian culture, they're very I don't want to say they're very collectivist, but it's very like, oh hey, how you doing? Like
Welcoming.
It's very hospitable people in Italy. Like,
You hungry? Let's get you some
yeah,
fucking pizza.
for real. It's not even a joke. Like,
Yeah.
and it even extends to like Italian families in America. It's just a thing with Italian culture, and I love it. I love that about it. They love to eat and they love to cook and they love to share food with you. Like,
I don't know if they made his hair too big.
Yeah, who cares? Just
Be
make his hair
fine.
big.
It doesn't look that big.
Let me see.
Maybe shorten it a little. Brett's drawing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I enjoyed Italy. It was one of my favorite places to go.
Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, speaking of Italy, Nick Stolino is the fucking best.
You see that? It's you hitting the table. Stop. I'm legit gonna hit you.
He's got a fucking cooking show on PBS, and it's amazing.
But what about Papa Bortus's cooking?
That's amazing too. Don't get me wrong. It's different kind of cooking. They're actually very similar personalities, to be completely honest.
Do they both play hard bass?
No, he's Italian, dude. He plays like fucking jazz music.
Soft bass.
Soft bass. No, but I really love in his shows, like before he starts every dish, he talks about why that dish is special. And specifically, like, how his mother would make that dish for him when he was a kid. And I just...
It warms your heart.
Yeah, that's exactly that. That's the perfect fucking way
Would
to put
you
it.
say every episode is like that scene in Ratatouille when the rat makes ratatouille for the critic and then, like, he takes one bite of it and he's like a child again?
Worst childhood. I don't know about every episode, but yes.
I know, like, what you mean.
But
it's just like...
that, but instead of
The critic literally becomes
becomes a child.
And he's just like, I give this place a name.
Imagine that scene, but instead of France, it's Italy, and that's pretty much it.
It was actually kind of funny because, first off, the only tour where the Italian flag is like the pizza fact that would have fit was our Rome tour that was like food based, where we went around Rome and tried food from different places. First off, the dude who was giving us the tour guide was really cool, and he had the greatest voice ever.
Italians have great voices.
It wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
Because he was born in Philadelphia.
Okay, well, Philadelphians have great voices.
Hold on. He was born in Philadelphia, and then he lived 6 years in Italy and married a woman. So his voice is the weirdest mishmash of
Philadelphia
and Italian. And I was just like, he was like, guess where I'm from? And then we're like, I don't know, Italy? And he's like, I'm from Philadelphia. And we're like, what? And then like...
Didn't the Philadelphia Eagles shirt give it away?
No. He was wearing like a fucking button-up shirt and shit. And he was like really cool, and it was funny because at the beginning of the tour, he's like, "I want to ask everyone what their favorite Italian food is," and like,
like pizza.
yeah,
pasta,
well, yeah. This one girl
meatballs.
was like chicken Alfredo, and he's like, "That's not Italian."
That's American.
And then he's like, "Fun fact: when Italians immigrated, it was harder for them to get chicken, so they did eggplant or something. So that's why it's eggplant parmesan." Or no, they couldn't find eggplant, and it was cheaper to get chicken.
Yeah.
That's where you
Oh,
get
yeah.
chicken parmesan and chicken
I
Alfredo.
want chicken parmesan now.
So what do they make Alfredo with?
I don't know. I don't think that Alfredo's
Like
Italian.
it's not even a thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't remember. I think she said chicken parmesan. He said chicken parmesan's not Italian. It's eggplant parmesan.
That makes more sense.
But yeah, he was really cool. And like that was during the year because I used to be a picky eater, and like my New Year's resolution that year was to try more foods. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Italy and just like my stepmom thought I was just gonna eat pizza. But like I actually
tried
yeah.
to broaden your horizons.
Like there was potato pizza on the tour, and it was reasonably good. And I usually
That
don't
sounds
like
good.
potatoes. And like I even went to a wine tasting, even though I don't drink a lot of alcohol. We're gonna get pizza. Calm down.
Oh yeah.
Did you start again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back.
There's no welcome back. We're just gonna.
Little break.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
There wouldn't even be a break
I do.
because the recording will just keep going.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Pizza, pasta, put it in
Yeah.
a box.
I was
Ole.
eating. I had a lot
Ole,
of
that's
food in
Spanish.
Italy.
You like food.
I mean, I was able to get by in like a lot of the part of Italy because it was really close to what I knew in Spanish.
Yeah,
Um.
the Romance languages.
First off, the first thing I ate when I got back here was like a triple quarter pounder from from McDonald's because my stepdad stopped from when he picked me up from the airport, and I was like, you know what? I had pizza every night this week, but this just tastes delicious.
Yeah, that is the thing about like
Because you're back home, you're back in your
I can't even
element.
really say anything because I've literally never been out of the country.
I haven't been out of the state.
Really?
Yeah.
I was not born in
I
this
put in
state.
Montana.
Nice.
Nice.
That's another thing about
That
mixed-
was really awkward.
That was weird.
It
And that was-
sounded like you were like telling me like, my dog died. Don't worry, he went upstate to a nice farm. It's real nice. And I was like, what?
Going back to Nick Stellino, he fucking he's not like
Not sponsored by Nick Stellino.
he's not snooty about like Italian food at all. Like he not
Like-
only does he like he say like not only does he say that you can like, oh, if you don't have this, do this, but
Like, what's her fuck on the Food Network?
not like the Bear fucking Tessa.
No, not her. The,
Oh, Jada De Laurentiis,
yeah.
the really pretty girl.
I mean, if you want to call her pretty.
Ouch.
Shots
Anyways, well, she's not that snooty either. She hardly even makes Italian food, to be honest. But no, so like, and he even like some of his recipes are like, yeah. So I modified this a little bit because he considers himself like, I don't know if he considers himself Italian American or just American, but he like considers himself very American because he's lived here for God knows how many years. But he even said like he took his wife to a restaurant and I think it was the shrimp scampi, and they were like, oh, we don't do shrimp scampi. He's like, do you want your money? You'll make some shrimp scampi.
Not snooty, huh?
Well, no, but because you're not like the dish, you weren't supposed to put like shrimp in it or something. I don't know if it was shrimp scampi. It was a dish, and his wife wanted an alteration to the dish, and the restaurant the waiter was like, oh,
We can't make that alteration.
well, no, it wasn't we can't, it was we won't.
Oh.
I think it was they wouldn't put cheese on the dish. And it was,
See, that's the difference, because the waiter was being like, oh, we can't. Then I'd be like, oh, I understand.
well,
That's
yeah,
fine.
if there can't.
But then
if
it's
they
like,
can't.
we won't. Then I'll be like, why?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Are you physically unable to do this?
Sprinkle cheese and put it in the microwave a little longer.
But yes, and he was like, do you want your money?
Implying that the food is made in a microwave.
Some of it is. and the waiter was like, yes. And then put some cheese on my wife's dish or whatever the fuck. I can't
Put
remember
some
exactly.
cheese on my wife.
just
She's a
sprinkle
dish.
it. Sprinkle some cheese on my
She's
wife
a little
and put her in the
snack.
microwave for a
It's
little
little
longer.
snack. But yeah, Nick Stolino is cool as fuck. Shout out to Nick Stolino. Sponsor us.
Shout outs to his wife.
Don't.
Put some cheese on her.
No. I don't want.
I want Nick Stolino to fucking murder me.
Yeah.
I got stabbed.
No, he'll be like, you praised me. Where's the other going?
Where's the one who wanted to put cheese
And then
on
he
my
kills
wife?
me.
Why did he kill you?
Because he got confused and didn't know which one was bread. You panicked and gave him the wrong address.
I would just tell him that. Sorry, Brett. I would just tell him the fat one.
He's like,
No, he's bigger than me.
Sorry, Brett.
Is that how that's gonna end?
No.
Yeah.
that fucking mess of an end for that
That was
segment.
fucking
Oh yeah.
glorious. What else are we gonna talk about?
Any New Year's resolutions?
Dude,
Dude, it's not even Christmas yet.
Yeah.
I know, but
Wait for the Christmas podcast.
Christmas cast.
Christmas cast.
That I won't be here for?
That's what
Asshole.
we'll be here for.
He's not gonna be here for Christmas.
Well, then we won't do a podcast now. We won't, like,
But-
we'll record it before Christmas.
Can you guys not carry a podcast without me?
No.
Okay.
Well, because it's Christmas. We want you to be here, Sam. We want the whole family here.
Aw.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that. God forbid I want to fucking spend Christmas with my friends and family. You guys are like my family. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
I mean, I think the same, but Jesus.
Hates family.
You can tear this family apart. I think we've lost everything
Yeah.
enough to call this a wrap.
Yeah, let's fucking end it. End it all. Turn it off.
Alright, this has been Onioncast. Goodbye, everybody.
What?